Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Apart from the land of rising sun, Japan has so much history to share on. Having Tokyo as capital and most populous city, there are 10 different cities to visit in Japan. On number 10, it is Hiroshima. Come to pay your respects to the victims of the atomic bombing at Hiroshima's moving Peace Memorial Museum and Park and stay to explore the modern city that was almost entirely rebuilt after World War II. Hiroshima is usually combined with a visit to the famous floating torii gate at Itsukushima Shrine on nearby Miyajima Island. You'll also want to try the delicious local specialty okonomiyaki, a thick pancake of batter, vegetables and noodles. On number 9, it is Nara. Nara was Japan's first permanent capital and is full of historic treasures including many UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's one of the top Japan attractions and makes a rewarding day trip from Kyoto to visit the temples and wild deer in Nara Park. The Daibutsuden, Hall of the Great Buddha at Tadaiji is the main site. It's the largest wooden building in the world and nothing prepares you for the immense sight. Inside is the 15-meter-tall gold and bronze statue of Buddha that dates back to 751. On number 8, it is Tamago. Tamago is a picture-perfect traditional mountain village in the Kiso Valley. It is one of the best preserved post towns in Japan and you feel like you've stepped back in time on the traffic-less streets of beautifully restored wooden inns. During the Edo period 300 years ago, Tamago was a stop on the Nakazendo Way between Kyoto and Edo, now Tokyo. You can hike part of this trail to the village of Magome in about 2 to 3 hours. On number 7, it is KSM. KSM Mount Koya is one of the most interesting places in Japan to experience the traditional side of the country. This secluded and sacred temple town is located in the forest-covered mountains of Kansai and is one of the best places to get a taste of life as a monk by staying in a shukubo or temple lodging. After wandering around the otherworldly Okunoin Forest Cemetery, you can stay in simple tatami room at the temple, soak in the communal onsen bath, and enjoy a delicious shajin ori vegetarian Buddhist meal. In the morning you can get up early for the chanting and meditation ceremony with the monks. A temple stay at Koyasan is a fascinating experience and well worth the detour from Osaka or Kyoto. On number 6, it is Nikko. Nikko is a temple town and UNESCO World Heritage Site in the mountains a few hours north of Tokyo and makes a cool retreat from the city. The area is famous for its vibrant autumn colors. The temples and shrines with their vermilion gates and moss-covered stone lanterns are scattered on the wooded hillside. The main attraction is Toshogu Shrine, a stunning complex with more than a dozen lavishly decorated red and gold buildings amongst huge, ancient cedar trees. The crowds can be overwhelming, so afterwards head to one of the quieter shrines. There are a few more things to do like visiting Toshogu Shrine early to avoid the crowds, playing games at atmospheric Futerrazan, Jinja exploring Taiyun Bio, hiking up the mountain to the peaceful Takano Shrine, photographing the bright red Shinkaio Bridge, munching on dango, grilled rice balls on a stick, from a street stall, eating sushi at Kamekichi Kazushi. On number 5, it is Kanazawa. Kanazawa is one of the best cities to visit in Japan, but few foreign tourists make it here. As Kyoto grows in popularity, consider turning to Kanazawa instead for a quieter place to experience geisha districts with preserved wooden buildings. There is also one of the most beautiful gardens in the country, a stunning castle, and many art museums to explore. There are few more things to do like wandering Kinroku-on Garden, one of the top 3 gardens in Japan, exploring the wooden tea houses of the geisha districts Higashichaya and the quieter Kazumachi and Nishichaya, experiencing a traditional tea ceremony at the exquisite giant Kusanon Gardens. On number 4, it is Hakone. Mount Fuji is on most people's lists of places to visit in Japan, but this must-see Japan landmark can be rather elusive and is often hidden by clouds. There are a number of places you can see the mountain from. Kagachiko is another great option, see below. But Hakone is easy to reach from Tokyo, and there are lots of other things to do in the area in case you are out of luck with the sighting. Hakone is also fun to visit because you can do a loop of the sites on different modes of transport: train, bus, pirate boat and cable car. There are few more things to do like buying a Hakone free pass so you can hop on and off all the transport options on the Hakone loop. Seeing Mount Fuji from the lake or cable car, eating a black egg cooked in the hot sulfur springs at volcanic Awakutani. Not really. These look gross, but the Japanese go crazy for them. Soaking in an onsen, staying in a tatami room in a ryokan, traditional inn, and enjoying an elaborate dinner, wandering the outdoor sculpture gallery at Hakone Open Air Museum. On number 3, it is Takayama. Takayama is an utterly gorgeous small town on the edge of the Japan Alps and one of the best less visited places to go in Japan. You will love wandering the historic center full of traditional wooden houses, colorful shrines, neatly shaped trees, and bright red bridges over the river. There are few more things to do like wandering the old town in the early morning before the crowds arrive, buying delicious fruit from the morning market, snacking on midarashi dango. It is rice balls grilled in soy. From a street stall, seeing the extravagant floats at the Festival Floats exhibition hall, visiting the Hita folk village to see traditional thatched houses, cycling through the countryside with Satayama experience. On number 2, it is Tokyo. Tokyo is also home to some of the weirdest activities you can do. From themed cafes, theme can be cats, owls, maids, robots, goats, you name it, Tokyo has it, to sensory overload shows and arcades to cosplay go-karting. In Tokyo, don't miss driving a go-kart on the real roads while dressed as your favorite character. Insanity, but so much fun. Eating in a tiny restaurant on atmospheric Memory Lane, gazing at the night skyline from the Free Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building in Shinjuku, walking across the famous Shibuya crossing, gawping at the crazy fashions of Takashita Street in Harajuku, getting sensory overload at the bizarre robot restaurant show, immersing yourself in the colorful digital arts museum, Team Lab Borderless. On number 1, it is Kyoto. If Tokyo is heart of ultramodern, then Kyoto is the heart of traditional Japan. Geisha in brightly colored kimonos emerging from wooden tea houses, forests of bamboo, temples and shrines in gold and silver and scarlet, raked gravel Zen gardens, intricate feasts served on lacquered plates, graceful tea ceremonies, and markets full of intriguing but unidentifiable ingredients. The concrete high-rises of downtown Kyoto can be disappointing, so head out towards the mountains to the surrounding neighborhoods where you'll find narrow stone streets, old wooden houses, monks in flowing robes, and the sounds of chanting and gongs from the many temples and shrines. Gion is the place to spot geisha. Hiroshima has many beautiful temples to explore, and Hiroshima, up in the western hills, is one of the most traditional neighborhoods and home to bamboo groves, quirky temples, and monkeys. Kyoto is one of the top Japan tourist spots, so try to visit the popular temples early in the morning as they do get crowded. In Kyoto, don't miss wandering through the red torii gates of Fushimi Inari Shrine, learning to cook traditional Japanese cuisine with EMI, getting your fortune from a vending machine at Kinkakuji the Golden Temple, taking the train to the village of Kibune and walking across the valley to the beautiful Kirimadera Temple, retreating from the busy streets of Gion to the magical Yasuka Jinja at night, strolling the Philosopher's Path, experiencing Zen Buddhist cuisine at the Tenryuji Temple, getting off the beaten track at the quirky Atajin and Batsuji Temple, exploring these magical Kyoto cherry blossom spots if you visit in late March or early April. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for support and appreciation.